great finishes, we look at the 6th of a 7 ODI series between Australia and South Africa. The venue, St George's Park, Port Elizabeth. Australia have truly looked the dominant force throughout their tour to South Africa. They firstly defeated the South Africans 2-1 in the 3-test series, the Proteas victims of the second heaviest defeat in Test cricket to date. They lost the first test by an innings and 360 runs. The Australians kept up the same momentum in the ODI series, having secured 4 victories in the series so far. The other ended up being an amazing game, which finished in a tie. But there was also a thriller waiting just round the corner. Stay tuned for another epic match to the great finishes.
That's through, that'll be 4. Beautiful shot. Early on we were talking about not having a go at those. That was the genuine half-tracker that he tried to bowl short and try to ruffle up the feathers of the mighty Graeme Smith. My word, that's a good shot. It's gone all the way. Well, just as we said in Kingsmead, when Herschel Gibbs plays like that, we just love him. It's halfway down and it gets what it deserves. Beautifully executed.
Yeah, and he didn't even make any effort to play it on the ground at all. Straight up and over. Good batting.
Inside edge, just past the off stump. It's going to run away for 4. There is no fine leg. It's a deep backward square. So they're bonus runs. That is an outstanding stroke. Very, very good shot indeed. He's been savage on anything short and wide. That's a slog, but he's got away with it. He's going to pick up a boundary. Maybe just a little bit lucky there. Not the sort of shot that Hurst should be playing at this stage. He's still got plenty of work to do. Wasn't all that short, but Smith has played that beautifully. That's a great shot.
Great delivery. Shane Warne can't quite believe it. On a length, Smith read it superbly well and just heaved it through. Here we see it come forward, almost on the back foot, sort of half sweep, half hook, but knew exactly the direction to bisect the 2 on the leg side.
Sweep, nice and fine. There's going to be a couple here. Ian Harvey's got some work to do. Gibbs is quick. He touches down. And Harvey, well, it's 4 runs. Just knocked it onto the board, the advertising board that covers the rope these days. And a boundary. In the air, and what a good catch. That is a very good catch by Ian Harvey. Herschel Gibbs just looking to bunt it straight back past him for a couple, and Harvey's just stuck out the right hand, and it's stuck.
That was a truly marvellous catch. It came back with such force.
It's played uppishly, it'll go for 4. Nicky Boyer gets outside the line, cuts it over a 3rd slip area. That'll run away for 4. Just a faint edge, and with the angle. Pulled away again, short. That'll be his 50. That's well batted, Graeme Smith. Just 62 deliveries, 63 deliveries to get there. Just what the South African camp needed.
Well done, Graeme Smith. At last, he's broken through. Been threatening for a while, and it really has been a top-class knock. In the 8th over, he had a bit of luck, and he had 2 inside edges that went racing away to a fine leg boundary. But 50 off 63 balls is super stuff.
This time works leg side, works very well indeed. The timing's good. Darren Lehmann has got some chasing to do. I'm not sure he's going to get this. No, he's not. 4 runs. That's a fine stroke.
It really is a superb shot.
Down the track and opening the blade. That's a good shot. Very good shot from Nicky Boyer, just giving himself a little bit of room and hitting it over the top of extra cover for 4.
Oh, and that's bowled him. That's bowled him.
Slides along a little bit quicker than he thought. No spin, just slid in from the angle and out. South Africa 157 for 2. Oh, that's firmly struck. It's going to take some chasing. All of it will be in vain. Such a big bat, Graham Smith. If you're giving anything bad, he gets onto it. It takes some catching. Oh dear. Oh dear. He got him out with a full bunger. That is as disastrous as it can get. But for the Aussies, they're as happy and as pleased as punch. Not that much jubilation, I want to tell you, around the place, because they knew it was what they call a strangle ball. The end of Graham Smith muttering away. He must be so mad with himself.
That's hit straight down the ground. That is a great shot. That is beautifully struck by Rhodes over extra cover. As good a shot as you're going to see at the end of an innings.
Slower ball, gone over the top, has Jonty Rhodes, and that's another glorious shot. He's got runs in that area. This time, he's got 6 of them. Great hit.
Well, now as opposed to Jacques Kallis, Jonty Rhodes is a small man. But he does it differently. He does it with timing. And this, remember, was the slower ball. He spotted it very wide, almost out of position. And somehow, he gets enough power in it.
Short, slow ball, and smacked into the stand, about 10 rows back. And a very good catch as well. Well taken by the man in the grandstand.
Well, one hopes that Neil Harvey has worked out that this slow ball's not working that well. Bowl 2, gone for 12.
Again, looking to go through extra cover. He does do so. Matthew Hayden's got more work. He's not going to stop that one. Gee, boundaries galore at the moment. Another big over for South Africa. 48 gone, 299 for 3. It's fine. There is a third man in position, but is he fine enough? No, he's not. Thickish outside edge, that boundary. Yet another boundary. Brings up the 300 for South Africa. Australians will offer a couple early with the likes of Gilchrist, who likes to play shots. It's away on the leg side, and that's 4 more runs. Nothing at all wrong with that delivery from Jason Gillespie. Just an outstanding shot from Jonty Rhodes. He's done it. He's worked at leg side for another boundary. So what a way to finish.
Smith played superbly with 84 from 103 balls. Gibbs with a quick-fire 37. Boyer did his job as well, almost averaging a run a ball. Then an explosion. Kallis with 80 from 59 balls, and Rhodes with 71 from 50, ending with the impressive total of 326 for 3. Well, the Australian bowlers took some tap. Gillespie going for 60 off his 9 overs. Harvey 64, also off 9. Even Warne was expensive with 58 from 7. After the break, the run chase.
That's the start. That's gone all the way. That's in the crowd.
Well, we saw that earlier today. Anything that's a fraction short. We saw Glenn McGrath try to knock it one in at Smith, and that disappeared.
That is smashed to the longest part of the ground, and I think it'll go all the way. Well, umpire says 4. That's worked away. That'll go all the way over the man's head. Roger Telemarcus, he's not going to get near it. And another 6. He is, and that has been rocketed through that extra cover. My word, he's hit that hard. That is beautifully played. That's such good touch. High skill. Another 4. That's slogged away. Nothing more than that. Just a slog. That's 4. That's gone over mid-wicket. One bounce into the boundary boards. Second 4 in a row. Full toss. Hit with such power, straight past the short mid-wicket. He had no chance.
And that, would you believe it, brings up the 50 for Adam Gilchrist. You want to know how many balls he's been there for? Exactly 26.
Well struck, there's a fielder around there and it has been caught. That is a brilliant catch by Mackay Ntini. That is a magnificent catch. Just about the hardest to take. Now Gilchrist is in no hurry whatsoever to go at this stage, and he's sticking around, he's looking towards the umpire, and I'm going to say well done Adam Gilchrist. That was brilliant. He asked the question, was it taken? He got the affirmative and then he started walking straight towards the pavilion. But what an outstanding catch. Got him. Just tried to work it down the third man, past the slip. All he did was run it off the face, straight into the gloves of Mark Boucher. So there's a couple of quick wickets for Roger Telemarcus.
That's some good bowling. Some pressure being applied to Harvey. He knew he had to get the strike to Hayden.
Cries of catch, and what a good catch. That's a fine catch by Sean Pollock, who was hit pretty flat. Was going very, very quickly. It would have just been the one bounce 4, I think. And Pollock has dived a long, long way to his right, and he's taken a beauty. I think he's happy.
Yeah, what a good innings by Matthew Hayden. He hit this ball extremely well and extremely hard. And look at Pollock taking off there. Magnificent catch, both hands. As he got it, it was safe.
And nice celebrations as well from the skipper. So Matthew Hayden, the dangerous Matthew Hayden, goes for 35. 29 balls only. Australia have lost 3 quick ones now. 104 for 3.
And that's gone for full. Thick edge. There is a slip in for the new batsman.
Wonderful drive from Ricky Ponting. Not much swing, a bit of width on a wonderful pitch. Lovely batting pitch, easy to play on. Ponting's made the most of it. That slashed away. Very inventive is Darren Lehmann. Gets onto the offside, and that's his bread and butter. Ricky Ponting is laid into that. And it's gone all the way.
More runs, I'm afraid. 4 more runs. That little faint little nick down the offside there. Well positioned, well placed for Ricky Ponting. And guess what that does? It takes him to 53. That might change things. That's in the air. That's a 1 bounce 4. Oh dear, I thought that would be covered by the fine leg, and it wasn't. Straightish ball, not too much long. Big old heave from Lehmann, and 4's the result.
That's Lehmann at his best. That's 4 more. That'll be 4. That is a magnificent drive from Ponting. Majestic drive. That's chipped away in the air and just past the outstretched arms of Graeme Smith. So close. I think it might have bounced inside. That's what I talked about. First one in the hitting area is going to go straight. Up and over. That'll run away for 4.
Gone. Made it into a Yorker. Slid through. Graeme Smith has picked up his first international wicket. Get a feeling though the horse might have balked it. However, South Africa have still got a lot to do. Easily put away. Backward a square on the leg side. Graham Smith is the one that is going to tidy up. Looking for a couple here, Damien Martin. Easily back. Lovely shot straight down the ground. John Kent has got some more work to do. This time just the single. And again almost a no ball. Gets the size 9 or 10 down. Ouch. To Neil McKenzie. Direct hit. Might be close. Mark Boucher does very well indeed. Backing up. Wow, that is unbelievable from Rhodes. It went like a tracer bullet just to Rhodes' right. He dived full length, got 2 hands to it. It was flying, that one, and Martin's on his way. Jonty Rhodes is absolutely outstanding in that region.
Yes, it's that man Rhodes again. Full-blooded slash.
Down the track. Cries of catch it and gone. So there's another one. Jock Callis has picked up a wicket. His second. And Sean Pollock has taken the catch. Ricky Ponting advancing down the track, looking at it over the top to get close to this total. They've lost 2 quick ones. 2 wickets and 2 balls now.
Well, I've got to say, that's a little silly from the Australian captain. Cruising away at 92. Did he need to jump down a wicket? Doesn't matter, he did. Not quite at the middle. And the captain has got a scalp.
Now Watson won't be feeling all that confident. He's one of those guys who likes to get after the bowling. He hasn't done so. Hasn't looked like doing so far. Short ball. It's gone over the top. Third man's coming in. Makarantini just bounces in front of him. He came herring in Makarantini. It didn't bounce all that far in front of him. Playing a miss. Play that nice and late down the third man. Very fine indeed. John Kent, he hasn't got the strongest of arms, so they'll come back for 2. Oh, that's a lovely drive. Half stop from Callis. Just the one. Bottom edge. Mark Boucher does well. Well, that's a lovely shot. Telemarcus is sweeping, just the single.
Yes, there's not much more you can really ask for.
It's nice and full, worked away quite easily. Job bowled. Lovely line and length. Quick single.
Sun's gone behind the clouds. It's darkened up.
Full toss. 2 mid on. No run. Big round of applause from the crowd here at St George's Park. Full toss again, and that's been hammered straight back past Callis for 4. That's an important blow. That's taken the pressure off. That's for sure. And they know it. Short ball. Telemarcus, deep backward square on the leg side. 2 to win. Left-hander Bevan on strike. Worked away leg side. John Kent, just the single. International teams, I think, are going to be testing that arm if he continues to stay in the squad. John Kent, he's got to work on that.
Yes, what a professional performance this has been. the Australians knew that to chase this huge target, this world record target, they'd have to get off to a flyer. You can't get under pressure with 2 or 3 wickets down, chasing 8, 9 and 10 and over. You had to get off to a flyer to give yourself any sort of chance in this game, and they've done so beautifully well.
Everyone now coming up inside the circle, fine leg and also third man, looking to save one, because that's all that's needed to win this match. Scores level at the moment. Perfect length. It's a very good drive. Almost back on the stumps. He stumbles, Shane Watson. Now it's been referred to the third umpire. This may well be out. Straight back to Jacques Kallis. Hit him on the foot. Ricocheted near the stumps. Mid-on has screamed around and taken the bars off. Might be tight, this one.
The big old size 12 on it. The dive, he stumbles halfway, that's the problem. Watson stumbled halfway.
Yes, this is going to be well short. Jacques Kallis is almost in the way as well, the batsman. But that's well short. That was the problem, you're right, Garth. About halfway down the 22 yards, he suddenly stumbled and then never regained his balance. So, run out, Shane Watson. Mackay-Ntini to start the last over. There it is, that's the winning shot. What a magnificent victory by Australia, absolutely outstanding. A world record win here at St George's Park. They can be very, very proud of themselves, the spectators and the players. That tells a story, and for South Africa, it's back to the drawing board yet again.
South Africa getting 326 for 3, and that was always going to be a big ask. But Gilchrist and Hayden got going right from the start. Gilchrist in the end making 52 from 34 balls, then an outstanding partnership from Ponting and Lehmann. The South African bowlers had dismal figures, only Kallis and Telemarcus picking up 2 wickets. So Australia achieved a record run chase that made a great finish. Hope you enjoyed this episode of Great Finishes. Till the next time.
This has been one of the great knocks by the South African team. Excellent captain's innings.
What a magnificent victory by Australia, absolutely outstanding. A world record win here at St George's Park. They can be very, very proud of themselves, the spectators and the players.